Good afternoon. Today is February 22nd, 2018, Thursday, so we're getting close to the weekend here. Also, shout out to Greg for this comment. Really appreciate that. I intend to continue doing that. And also, I definitely did get your guys' feedback, so I will be making shorter videos more often. However, this is an exception to that. And so in this video, I just want to highlight a few of those reasons why we should be really excited for the upcoming week. Seeing as how the market cap is 424 billion and CoinMarketCap has it on 430 billion. Again, shout out to Michael for this live coin watch. It's a little bit faster than CoinMarketCap and it updates every second. So I really enjoy this. So I found a really good article that I really want to expand on SegWit adoption regarding Coinbase and Bitfinex. Because if you don't know, and if you didn't check out my video from 2 days ago, SegWit is incredibly important for Bitcoin and Litecoin, and it is crucial and necessary for the Lightning Network as well. So what we'll see in the upcoming weeks to months is going to be brought on hugely by SegWit. It's going to be very beneficial for Bitcoin and Litecoin. And this article that I have pulled up that I want to go over in a few minutes here is extremely informational. A lot of the times when you find news articles regarding crypto, they will have about 3 paragraphs of no new information and a plethora of misspellings. However, this article is an exception, so I want to go over this article. But yeah, right off the bat, what do we have to be excited about this coming week? Well, Robinhood crypto trading is here. Not yet integrated Litecoin, but they are going to be offering Bitcoin and Ethereum right out of the gate, and I really don't expect it to be very long before they incorporate Litecoin. They had hundreds and hundreds of requests to incorporate Litecoin into there. So once they get everything up and running, I really don't think Litecoin will take that long before it is offered as well. And again, we have LitePay in 4 days, February 26th. So that's another tangible news item we should be getting excited for this upcoming week. So Robinhood, LitePay, and then of course we had this announcement that Coinbase and Bitfinex, 2 of the biggest exchanges in the world, this article I believe states that both of them together make up like 10% of the Bitcoin volume, which is huge for just 2 exchanges. And then before we get into that article that I'm excited to cover just because of its details and information, Litecoin is sitting at around 192 of me making this video. Bitcoin is sitting around 9,813, so we broke 10,000. And really all I have to say about this is if you are like myself and 99% of the people that tune in, you believe in cryptocurrency long term, so all this really represents is a great buying opportunity. So in my opinion though, what I'm going to do is just watch the charts closely, see how low we get, because we have been getting lower and lower pretty much on the hour. So yes, many of you guys will agree, but this could represent an excellent buying opportunity We broke past 200, and so we'll see how much of a discount we can get on our old friend Litecoin. But yes, I just want to go over this article written by CryptoSlate.com. Sam Town is the author, and it was published last night, I believe. So two of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, Coinbase and Bitfinex, have simultaneously announced their support of segregated witness, or SegWit, protocols. The launch promises Bitcoin investors faster transaction times and lower transaction fees, which have recently dropped from over $35 to less than $1. This quote, today Bitfinex is delighted to announce support for Bitcoin deposit and withdrawals using the P2SH segregated witness address. The SegWit implementation means Bitfinex users can benefit from lower Bitcoin withdrawal fees, approximately 15%, and improved processing times on transactions across the Bitcoin network. Now, as Nicholas Merton also has been talking about for the last 2 or 3 days, these two exchanges are huge, and for other exchanges to compete with the low fees and lower transaction times, many of these other exchanges will have to follow suit as well. So this is the first big step really towards this. Coinbase could have implemented this about 6 months ago, back in August, when SegWit was originally unleashed. However, they didn't. 6 months later, though, they are, and I think it's excellent that they finally decided to. If you aren't aware already, this poses somewhat of a threat to Bitcoin Cash, seeing as how... Actually, this next paragraph covers that, I believe. Bitfinex noted in the announcement that SegWit is now implemented for Bitcoin only and not for Bitcoin Cash. This is an important distinction, as any Bitcoin Cash sent to a Bitfinex SegWit address will be lost. The Bitfinex platform processes more than $1 billion in daily trading volume and is one of the largest exchanges by volume online. Bitfinex CEO Paulo Arduano released a statement on the implementation. SegWit provides not only an immediate benefit for users, but also a foundation for future Bitcoin development. By supporting SegWit addresses, Bitfinex is tackling 3 of the biggest crypto enthusiast concerns: transaction fees, transaction speed, and total network capacity. Like I said, SegWit is also a precursor to Lightning. It is necessary, so this is also positive in the adoption of the Lightning Network. Coinbase has not yet completed the rollout of SegWit, announcing a phased implementation over the next week with a 100% launch finalized by the end of February. And so this was tweeted out 2 days ago. They will be starting a phased launch to customers over the next few days. I covered this in my video 2 days ago when this happened on February 20th. But so this should be occurring very soon, possibly timed right with the announcement of LightPay. Also by the time Robinhood gets its Bitcoin and Ethereum trading up. And to be honest, like many of you, why is the price dropping when all of these great things are happening? In my opinion, really not important in the short term. I see this as an opportunity more than anything, and I think that's the way we should be viewing it. But, of course, it is a little frustrating. There's so much great news, and if the market is driven by completely news, then, Litecoin and Bitcoin, Ethereum would all be mooning right now. However, that is not the case. I'm sure many of you are aware that there are people with a lot of money that can most likely manipulate the markets. Not saying that's particularly what's happening, but I think we'd be a little naive to think that there isn't anybody manipulating the market in some way, whether it's today or over the past month or whatever. So another reason, though, that I do like this article and want to continue is because they kind of go over segregated witness a little bit. So SegWit is a solution to the Bitcoin scalability problem. Block sizes on the Bitcoin blockchain are limited to 1 megabyte. This limits the number of transactions that can be processed on the Bitcoin blockchain to between 5 and 7 transactions per second. This has caused significant issues over the recent months, with transaction fees inflating to over $35 and transactions taking days to process. This was really apparent back in December and January when Bitcoin was at its all-time highs. However, with the implementation of SegWit on Coinbase and Bitfinex, this will reduce that, and it will make it less and less likely to ever occur again in the future. Bitcoin Cash, a hard fork of the Bitcoin blockchain, was created on August 1st and was designed to solve scalability problem by increasing the block size to 8 megabytes. So SegWit works around block size by splitting a transaction into 2 segments, appending signature or witness data from the original transaction and attaching it. Bitfinex and Coinbase, together with Coinbase's GDAX exchange, account for almost 10% of all the international Bitcoin trades, with both platforms ranked in the top 10 exchanges worldwide. Although many wallet solutions already support SegWit, for example, I have a Trezor wallet, and that has already been supporting SegWit for months now. It's one of the reasons that if you have a Trezor wallet, and for example, you want to send Litecoin, you actually have to convert your address to a SegWit or non-SegWit friendly one, depending on if you're sending it to and from Coinbase and other exchanges. The integration of the solution by the two of the biggest industry players is likely to spark increased adoption of the workaround. I agree with that. This, coupled with LitePay being released very, very soon, Robinhood, again, another huge thing. There's so much good news and so many reasons why adoption is starting to happen. But that doesn't necessarily mean price will follow it. As you can see, in the short term, I 100% think mid to long term it will follow and price will increase drastically. But it's important not to get hung up on this short term. Actually, the price has already dropped a few dollars since I began making this video. So yes, 3 things to get excited about: Robinhood, LitePay, and my personal favorite and thing I am really excited about is Coinbase and Bitfinex really implementing SegWit. What does this mean in the short term? It means you'll be able to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, and have less transaction fees and less transaction times as well. In the meantime, we'll just sit back and watch this roller coaster as usual. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Get ready for the weekend. Hopefully we can have some nice price action for the weekend. And if you found this video useful, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button.